Let's bring in our US correspondent, Mark Stone, who joins us now from the White House. Mark, good to talk to you. So we've heard from Israel that there was a conversation between Israel and the United States before this attack went ahead, that apparently the US gave a green light. How significant is that?
Well, I'm just looking at Donald Trump's Truth Social feed, because that's usually where we hear from him first. Nothing at the moment on the events in Doha. He is here at the White House. He is due to appear on camera in the Oval Office at around 4 o'clock this afternoon. His press secretary, Caroline Levitt, is due to give a news conference, a regular news briefing at 1 o'clock this afternoon, so in a few hours' time. I'm struck by the fact that the Israelis are saying that they had notified the Americans before this strike. You would expect that to be the case, but it doesn't entirely align with the US Embassy in Qatar's statement on X, which says we have seen reports of missile strikes occurring in Doha. The sort of inference of the language used there is that they were somehow surprised by this. So we await clarity on the extent to which the Israelis did, in fact, inform the Americans on it. I've also been speaking to a Qatari diplomatic source here in Washington over the last 10 minutes, who has said the following to me. Says Hamas received the new proposal from us, that is the American-Israeli ceasefire proposal, which was obtained from Witkoff in Paris last week. Witkoff is the Trump's Middle East envoy. It goes on to say the Prime Minister met with them yesterday. They decided to meet again today to discuss the proposal arriving from Turkey. And then it concludes, and this is the key bit, however, as has happened before, the Israelis undermined hopes for peace, further prolonging the war and complicating efforts to bring the hostages back. Now from Qatar, from the Qatari government, to have a line like that is so directly critical of Israel is telling. Remember, the Qataris have been the mediators in all of this. They have been, yes, hosting the political wing of Hamas in Doha, but as part of a process to try and find common ground between Israel and Hamas to bring around a form of peace. And so to that end, hitherto, the Qataris have not, in quite that language, been quite so critical of the Israelis, although behind the scenes they have believed this all along. But now, really, really upfront in black and white, they're saying that the Israelis are undermining hopes for peace. I mean, the question is, why has Israel chosen to do this now, at this point where, yes, we've been here before, but at a point where the ceasefire appeared to be really, really very close. So in that sense, Qatar believes that Israel has undermined what was a ceasefire deal in the making.
Mark, talking about the dialogue between Israel and the United States, it's important for us to clarify that it's the Israeli Channel 12 being cited via Reuters, that they say that an Israeli official told them Trump gave the green light for the attack on the Hamas leadership in Qatar. So it is coming to us rather third hand. So it's worth flagging that. Where, Mark, do you think this leaves the US peace plan in the Middle East?
Yeah, I mean, Reuters, as you say, is reporting this. We haven't had it directly from the White House. There's been no comment from the White House so far. One of their Homeland Security officials is currently at the outdoor podium here at the White House giving an update on domestic issues. I mean, it's worth saying that the president right now has got a heck of a lot on his in tray. Just over the course of the past 24 hours, so much has emerged from this Epstein letter, the book that has been released in Congress. That's a massive challenge for the president. He is in it, and it's clearly going to be a focus at the press briefing. Now we have this news of what's been going on in Doha. There is also a massive amount of domestic stuff going on, with the president saying he is, to quote his tweet from the weekend, going to declare war on Chicago. He's dialed that back, but he's certainly intent on sending in both the National Guard and ICE agents to carry out immigration raids. So that's the sort of context from an American perspective of just how much is going on. It's going to be one heck of a news conference at 1 o'clock here when Caroline Levitt gets to the podium. But in the context of America and Israel, well, we know, we have seen that Donald Trump appears to be kind of dancing to two tunes. In one sense, it is sort of implicitly clear that he is allowing Israel to do what it wants in Gaza, and yet at the same time, he is consistently saying that he wants peace, that he thinks peace is close, that he thinks a ceasefire is close. Well, plainly, what has happened in Qatar, in Doha today, will set that peace process that Donald Trump says he wants. It will set it back significantly.
Mark, thank you very much for that. Mark Stone, our US correspondent.